Hello, Meris here, with our second episode of Sticks and Stones. This is just a time when I'm going to check in on some of the cool things that we've been doing and will continue to do around the organization, and just kind of give a general announcements. Um, it's kind of a podcast format. Don't feel like you have to look at the slides or anything. You can just listen along. In the background, we have Yone's theme. If it gets a little loud, I'll turn it down or off. So, first up, our State of the Middle Sticks. Wanted to reflect on some of the things that have happened since the last time that we were able to talk. First up was our Prophecy Cup team, featuring the OG lineup. They finished third in the regular season, and then unfortunately fell in the quarterfinals of Prophecy Cup. But they had a super strong performance, gave us a lot of really memorable moments, and really made a name for themselves within P Cup. And it's led to some opportunities going forward that I'm very excited about, and I am really happy with the way that we were able to take our talents to that other organization and make a name for ourselves. That being said, our home org, our Get Rex split, we have our three teams going. Our Platinum team is where I'm going to start because it's very easy. They're undefeated. They're amazing. If you haven't caught their games, they've been pretty spectacular in general, other than maybe one game where somebody was sick, somebody was getting yelled at, and it was a little bit of a mess. But everything else has been very ship shape, and I'm super excited to see what they can do. For our gold and our diamond teams, it hasn't been as easy, and that's great. That's fine. It's been a lot of learning, a lot of lumps that we've taken this season, but I've been really happy with the way that we've reflected knowingly or unknowingly on our big core value of perseverance. And it's something where all of our players have been able to get back up and throw that punch that we've needed to get back into it. And I hope that we'll continue to show that. A big hallmark of our middle sticks teams of the past is, even if we're losing, if there's like a 20% chance to win, a 10% chance to win, we'll find that one moment where we can flip a coin and we'll seize that opportunity and be aggressive. And I really like that all of our teams have showed that sort of killer instinct, that willingness to hit. Maybe sometimes we get egg on our face, but we'll always be ready to scrap and show well for ourselves. We were also able to start our RotM Fight Night over on our Twitch channel. It's been some best of 5 King of the Hill series. Our current champion are our friends from Stuck Gaming, and we're looking forward to finding a good opponent for them. Looking at probably the middle of October for the next fight night, and I'm really excited to see how that continues to grow and bring in more people and more eyes to our organization. And kind of along with that has been our Twitch channel, which thank you again, everybody, for your support. We were able to finally hit affiliate, which, marks kind of a page turn. No longer are we this little minnow. We can start really accelerating things and bringing attention to our org and showing off the really cool stuff that you all are doing. That being said, if you do want to support us, our subs are open. Right now you can sub and get this cute Suck emote, which we recently named thanks to our crow naming contest. This is Beatrice, as reflected from Old Swain. She's going to live on in our crow storm. But we have that currently as our first tier emote at the $9.99 tier that no one should do. We've got the Coggers, and then at the $24.99 that really nobody should do, there's the Caw Laugh emote. And when we unlock more emote slots, I'll start moving them around and down and making sure that everybody can access as many of them as possible. I'm not trying to keep one as like a limited thing. It's just because that's how we have emote slots, unfortunately. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing how that'll grow, and I'm already been completely overwhelmed by the support for the channel and for everything that we've been doing over there. You guys are awesome, and I'm really happy to continue making content for you. And the big goals I've mentioned on casts before. The biggest goal is to make our fight night solvent. I don't know if that's the right word, but we're trying to make sure that we're not losing money on Fight Night constantly. Once we can do that, we have a big project in mind, and it's something that I think you all are going to really like. So please continue to support us as we go. Now we can look forward to the future, though. Our first thing, with just kind of the general state of things, now more important than ever, we want to make good on what we said during the last Sticks and Stones, which is we're going to focus on improvement and on bettering ourselves day to day. And that's what Brain Check is going to help us do. It's going to be a weekly thing that I release. I'm always looking for feedback on it. And it's completely non-mandatory. Please take advantage of it if you want to. Even if you're not currently on a middle stick team, if you're not even affiliated with the organization and you want to make use of this resource, we want to just make sure that we're taking care of each other. It's going to be focused kind of on mental health as well as some in-game things, but mostly using it as a way to check in, to set goals, and to better ourselves that way. Again, check it out, please. If it's not for you, don't feel obligated to continue with it. I'm going to have the first Brain Check out soon. I've got it written up. I just need to make some finishing touches on it. But this is a lot going on all at once, so need to spread it out just a little bit. But expect to see the Brain Check very soon. With sort of our reorganization, we're going to officially take admin titles. We're all going to function just as the same admin team. It doesn't really change any of the things that we've been doing. It's just going to give us more outwardly formal roles. So I'll be taking the title of Team President as well as Director of Media, which, again, I've been making decisions, I've been making content. There we go. Lane is going to take the titles of Vice President and Director of Personnel, which he's been really exemplary at, being kind of my right-hand man in terms of decision-making, as well as putting teams together and making sure you guys get scrims and are accountable to each other and all that good stuff. And then Winged, it looks like a meme. It says General Manager, but he's been instrumental in helping us solidify our decisions, providing important feedback, and generally just taking care of very little things that might otherwise go unnoticed. So right now, that's the best title we could come up with. Again, nothing's really going to outwardly change, but expect to see those roles listed somewhere. Lane, something he has been working on and something that's very dear to him is we're going to be going through a voting initiative. If you're not signed up to vote, we want to help you find the resources to do that and to make sure that we all get our voice heard during this election and whatnot. This is, I know it's been and will continue to be kind of drilled into everything. It is very important, and it's important to us, and something that will continue on our civic thing. During our, I guess, the last chunk, we were able to raise money for a couple charitable causes. This is the first initiative that we're going to do right now. And then also tied into the Brain Check, if you guys ever need help or need to reach out to us for anything, that's going to provide another avenue for that. Now, our Prophecy Cup team for the upcoming P-Cup season is going to look a little bit different. An opportunity that, because we were able to catch some attention, but we're going to submit kind of a joint team with a long-standing P-Cup organization called Vortex. And we've got some familiar faces on our roster, but I'm really excited to see them play. On the team, we're going to have Tendies. We've got Loker and Kyrogenes from our current Diamond team, and they'll be joining up with Samso and Drapples. And I'm really excited, again, to watch them play in P-Cup and see them represent our organization and cover them throughout their split. One of the other things, and this is kind of a very future teaser, is we want to help reflect our Crowstorm legacy. So any of our former players who are currently doing cool things, we want to make sure that we're continuing to support you and that we continue to show off your cool things. Some particular people I did want to shout out: Prodigium remade the roster and will be on the starting roster for the University of Missouri League of Legends team. Maximus and Cupperdang, I think is his name currently, will both be playing for Kansas State, and those are really cool opportunities for them. And anytime that we can support them or those teams, I'd like to see us, Crowstorm in there, throw in some RotM copy pastas, make sure that the guys know that we still care a lot about them. But yeah, with that, the big project that I'm mentioning isn't just for our current players, but it'll be for our past players as well. And if you're out there with that legacy tag, know that we still care about you and support you, and feel free to pop back in, use any of our resources, join in our world's prediction that we'll have going on, anything that you guys want to. But yeah, I'm really excited for what's coming next, and I look forward to seeing you all out on the Rift. Again, please feel free to PM me with any questions or feedback on anything, and we'll look forward to interacting with you throughout the brain check and throughout everything else. Good luck in the rest of the split, and I don't know, I was going to say something super corny, but instead I'm just going to tangent and say thanks again for all the support, and we'll see you soon.